Hello and how are you? All set for the 3 movie fair this week? I knew you'd be, so here we go. I start with Just Go With It, a very funny romantic comedy that's also very silly, shallow and crass. Now you're thinking she just contradicted herself. Yes, I did truly, because the film is funny and mushy, but it's also extremely dumb and based on an even dumber premise. And the humor to a large extent is grossly sexual and toilety. I'll go into the details after letting you in on the plot. So Adam Sandler is Dr. Danny, who when young and on his wedding day overhears his bride-to-be telling her friends that she is marrying Danny only because he is going to become a doctor. She also mocks his looks, as he is not exactly good looking by any stretch of the imagination. He has a nose, more an unnatural appendage really, that could pass off for a baby elephant's trunk. That of course dominates his face. So Danny calls off the wedding, fixes his nose and begins life afresh as a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills. He, however, continues to wear his wedding band because after the wedding, or rather no wedding fiasco when he was drowning his sorrows at a bar, he hits it off with a PYT, a pretty young thing. Their discussion kick-started by the gleaming ring. Soon he realizes that the wedding band is actually his lucky charm. Women fall for him like ripe fruit. Pun completely intended. After they stupidly buy his story that he's in a bad marriage where his alcoholic wife beats him up. He in fact slips out of one night stand, leaving the silly sleeping woman a note that says, "I had a great time. Thank you for not beating me up like my wife." See what I mean about the very flimsy and shaky premise that the film is based on? Actually, that would be an understatement. It's almost an earthquakey premise. That's how shaky it is. Anyway, so Dr. Danny is going on bedding women this way when one day he meets a much younger than him, gorgeous and very voluptuous 6th grade school teacher called Palmer at a party. Of course, he falls for her and finds himself compulsively and involuntarily lying to her about his marital status. Earthquakey again. Why couldn't he just tell her the truth?
For years, I pretended to be married.
My wife beats me in front of my kids.
No.
I know how wrong it is, but there's no strings attached and nobody gets hurt.
Once we got married, I thought she'd stop hooking.
You need to put this wedding band on a true heart.
That's what it feels like.
How about I take your number and you can take me out on a proper date?
I got a business card in my pocket.
What's this?
A circle?
Anyway, to keep up the lie that he is married and about to get a divorce, he enlists the help of his assistant in his clinic, the very classy, elegant, spunky and lovely Jennifer Aniston as Catherine. She's a single mom with 2 children, Maggie and Michael. Now, Catherine has been working for Dr. Danny for nearly a decade and she's truly fond of him. So she agrees because Palmer insists on meeting Danny's wife and hearing it from her that they're on the verge of a divorce.
Just tell her you're getting a divorce.
It's over. We're gonna sign the papers in a couple of days and...
Okay, I just need to hear it from her.
You want to... What do you mean?
I need to meet her.
How about if she texts you? Would that be good?
Cannot believe I'm doing this.
I want to create the illusion I had a hot first wife, not this.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Danny thinks that Catherine needs a makeover to fit in her new role as his wife. So there's this real fun shopping sequence and easy banter between the two, which is quite a treat to watch. And Aniston truly sparkles.
Is that her? Hello, boring.
Why are you wearing that?
I'm just playing the part. I give you my blessing.
I have to tweet to all my friends.
Oh gosh, I forgot. You're 15.
Ow! Did you just kick me?
No. Did you? You kicked her? Why'd you kick her?
Fake smart wife and curvy girlfriend meet. All's nice and friendly. Soon fake children are added on, that is Catherine's children. All this snowballs into a trip to Hawaii, engineered by clever little Michael who wants to swim with the dolphins there. Throw in Nick Swanson who plays Catherine's new fake boyfriend and you have the entire picture.
Hello, honey, you know how I feel about you selling your brother's stuff on eBay.
Take that in the car.
You would think...
You have kids?
We have sort of a little bit of children, right?
Watch the film to find out how and how long Danny and Catherine continue or are able to maintain their charade. Should you watch the film? Let's look at the positives first. Aniston holds the film up. She is such a remarkable actress who's got this easy and effortless way about her. She's a treat to watch. Actually, Sandler is good too. Yeah, quite good in this film, and together they emit quite a few sparks and also, more importantly, share a good-natured vibe.
Pretend to be your wife?
How long were you two married?
10 years.
10 years. Very long time.
Brooklyn Decker spends a lot of time in bikinis and in itsy-bitsy, teeny-weeny pieces of what we could try calling clothing. Her cleavage is always in your face, so you can't really concentrate on her acting because your eyes suddenly develop a mind of their own and, like Danny's, automatically keep traveling below her chin. No, seriously, she's quite a looker and actually, to be fair, brings a certain sweetness and genuine niceness to her character.
I have to tweet to all my friends.
Then those two precociously bratty but delightful kids, Bailey Madison with her penchant for acting and accents. She is a riot and a little Judi Dench in the making. And little Griffin Gluck with his warm eyes and deceptively angelic disposition is so cuddleable.
Give me some fake hugs right now and laugh real loud.
I'll see you in a minute, okay?
Nick Swardson as Eddie is a scream with his accent that sounds sort of Deutsch, but Aniston, in a moment of irritation, calls it Euro trashies. Swardson's great fun too.
Yeah, I created fake family for that.
The film had so much promise. I just wish director Dennis Dugan and writers Alan Loeb and Timothy Dowling hadn't made the humor so grossly trashy. Though the theatre, I must say, erupted like Vesuvius almost, but with loud guffaws at these sick and dirty jokes. It's scary, you know, such reactions to such third-rate crassness. Anyway, for me, the film lost a good amount of its charm because of this and the basic core of the plot, that is the unnecessary lie. But setting all these aside, the ensemble of actors are worth going for. They all do a great job. One of the lines I really liked and what I believe in too is when Sandler and Aniston tell each other that it's the familiarity element between them that's comforting and special. How true, eh? The coziness and security of familiarity and how that can be a great bedrock for a great relationship. So I'd say, despite its looniness here and there, go for this film, which is about the romance of familiarity. I give it 3 stars. Stay tuned. Coming up, an explosion of color and imagination and creativity, Rio.
Cheese and sprinkles.